Welcome to Vlogtober. Hey, it's me. I got something to say. Keeping it real all day, every day. What's up, everybody? It's Lene, and in today's video, we are making a homemade chicken noodle soup. So if you want to know how I made this soup, please keep watching. All right, we are starting with a whole chicken. All right, we're gonna put her in the sink and we're gonna give her a good little bath because we don't want to eat no nastiness. All right, we're gonna put some kosher salt and some lemon juice in the water to lift up all of that dirt and all of that nasty stuff that we don't know nothing about, and we're gonna go ahead and wash her off. Okay, so you gotta give her a thorough bath, honey. You can't just sit her in there and everything come off. No, that salt is gonna help you out, but it's not gonna do everything. So you got to rub, you got to pick, okay? So go ahead and give her a good old bath. I don't know what that is that fell out, but we don't want it. We're putting that in the trash. All right, so you're gonna have to repeat this process a good 3 times. I know it was 3 times for me. So however long it takes for you to get your chicken clean, just go ahead and do it, honey. You won't be sorry. You don't want to eat nothing bad. It's already enough bad stuff going on. All right, so after your chicken is nice and clean, we gotta clean our sink. So get you a multi-purpose cleaner, all right, and some dish soap. Ooh, that lime Ajax smells so doggone good. All right, anyway, get you some multi-purpose cleaner and a dish soap, preferably something with some bleach in it, and go ahead and clean your sink. Rinse it out, honey, because after having raw meat in your sink, you don't want to have to deal with it, okay? Because you don't want your family to get sick. Alright guys, for our ingredients, you know we need our clean chicken, our stock pot, our chicken broth, our flour. We also need some onion powder, lemon pepper, chicken bouillon, cayenne pepper, crushed red pepper, garlic powder, and of course our egg noodles. We can't make soup without egg noodles. Now drop that chicken right on down in that pot, honey, and begin to season her really good. And while she's seasoning, go ahead and like and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already for more amazing videos, okay? Now after seasoning, you want to make sure you pour some water in your pot. You want to cover that chicken. Like, I don't want any of my chicken to show. I like to cover the whole chicken, okay? I add a little bit more water because I don't want to see her, okay? I want her to be covered because when she's boiling, I want her to be covered. Now I added a little Lowry seasoning salt. That's just my preference. It's optional for you. We're going to turn that stove on medium heat and we're going to let her boil, okay? We want her to come to a rapid boil. All right, now after about 6 minutes, okay, she's already boiling. Okay, she's not ready, she's just boiling. We're gonna let her go until she's nice and tender, and then we're gonna come back, okay? Alright guys, she's done, and this is what you want to see, honey. You want that meat falling off the bone, okay? She is nice and tender and ready, all right, to come up out that pot. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take her out and we're gonna have to pull her apart, okay? Because we don't want no bones in our soup, we don't want no skin in our soup. So we got to pull her apart and make sure that we have a nice smooth chicken noodle soup. I got to get these hands a wash, honey, because I'm going to have to go ahead and pull that chicken apart with my hand, honey, because it ain't going to work with just those tongs. But you want to pull out all that white meat, okay? Don't put any skin. Make sure you don't put any bones, and you want to shred that meat up how you and your family like it. Like for us, we like some of the chunks, but we also like for our meat to be well incorporated in our soup, so we won't have to find just big old pieces of meat and then some parts have no meat. So do it how you want it, okay? You can shred it up however you like. Take that meat, put it right over in that pot and stir it in with all of that nice flavor. Look at all of that. All right, guys, we're gonna put a little bit more liquid into the pot so that we can add our noodles. So add a little bit more seasoning, and then you're going to let that come to a boil. While we're waiting for it to come to a boil, we are going to make a gravy. Yes, do not skip this step. This is going to make your soup very tasty, and it's going to give it the right texture and consistency. So you're going to take your flour and season it well. Also, you're going to take your chicken broth and you're going to stir. Okay, you want to make it nice and thin. You don't want to make it too thick, because you don't want your soup to taste like, you know, smothered noodles or anything like that. You want to make sure that your soup is nice and soupy. Okay, so just make it thick enough to where it gets in the pot and gives your water a nice consistency. Okay, all right, so you're gonna go ahead and pour that over into the pot with the chicken. All right, pour it over in there, stir it up, okay. And then we are going to add our noodles. It's time to add the noodles. Why? Because we have done the hard work, okay? Now, do not take your eyes off this pot once you add those noodles, because they do not take long to cook. You do not want to overcook. You don't want to do all of that work and then you done messed up the soup by letting the noodles cook too long, okay? So you want to make sure you wait about 12 to 15 minutes, and then your noodles should be done. So this is after about 7 minutes. I just want you to see how the noodles look. Look, after 7 minutes, it's already cooked so well, but it's not done yet, okay? So make sure you put that top back on there and let those noodles cook. All right, this is after about 12 minutes. These noodles are as good as done. Look at all of that. Oh my God, look how this looks amazing. Y'all, this looks amazing. And I want y'all to take all of that flavor from around that pot. And because everything belongs in the soup, honey, you cannot eat the pot. You can only eat the soup. So make sure all your seasonings are in the soup. Now I'm going to scoop a little bit up so my husband can give it a taste. Okay? All right, so he's supposed to be tasting, but y'all know Kevin gets greedy, honey. He's a little bitty person who eats a lot. Okay? Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching this homemade chicken noodle soup recipe. I hope you make it for your family, and I hope you find it to be good. All right, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you won't miss when I post. Until next time, I love you guys so much. Bye. Hey.